Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, brothers, sisters, comrades, friends. It is James, and I am doing what I believe is now my third server development log. Yes, welcome as usual. If you don't know what I'm talking about, or have no idea what the server is, or where to find it, or what's going on, if you're just confused, then all the information you're going to require is in the description below as per usual. So I'm just going to go straight into it today. I've got quite a few things to show you, some very exciting things to show you. But first I'm going to start with Firefight, which is the minigame I'm at right now, which I did preview for the first time in the previous server development log, the second one. I have been testing it. Thank you to everyone who did test it a couple of days ago, I think it was now. There were quite a few problems with it. The idea was that you could... Oh, let me just get some flint and... steel out. The idea of the server game was that you could basically burn the floor, but in the server you cannot do that. I'm not in the server as usual. I'm in a backup place where everything is nice and safe, but in single player. But unfortunately in the server you could not do this. So instead I turned it into a basically just a death match, but with fire-related weapons, and that's basically kind of the way it's going to stay for the moment, because for some reason I cannot fix not being able to do this in the server. I don't know why. It kind of clashes with all, like, I know there's a way to do it, but I can't do it. There you go. I'm a fail. I've been meaning to make some kind of bigger nether towers here, and I kind of want some like bridges and stuff to make the PvP more interesting, but for the moment it's fixed, and now you'll be able to choose it in the choose random minigame button selection thingamabob that I have in my lobby. But for now it's basically just a deathmatch mode where you can, which it was before, needless to say, but it's now more simplistic than I thought it might be. But that could change in the future, so there you go. Now on to the two new minigames. Yes, not one, but two new minigames that I have to show you. Let's go! So here we are, yes, the first of two brand new minigames that I have to show you, which should be in the server when it next opens, unless something terrible happens, like it just crashes or it breaks or something like that, I don't know. But I will show you the basic premise of this game. As you can see in these, there's a lot of pipes in the ceiling. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see, but there's TNT in the middle of them. So basically, what will happen is that the TNT will drop down. In fact, let's just show you what happens. Let's get some flint and steel out. This is obviously all done. I'll show you the redstone afterwards, but as you can see, TNT falls down. Boom! Makes quite a big hole, and as you can see, there's a massive goddamn hole. Which, if you were to fall into it, would not be good news. So everyone gets teleported here, and they basically have to dodge the TNT. I'm sure you can figure it out what happens here. And basically, the TNT will keep falling down at random intervals, at random places, until about 90% of the game floor has been destroyed. So most of this will be destroyed, which is great, you know. People will just have to dodge around. Basically, whoever's left whoever manages to survive. That could be one person, that could be nobody, that could be everyone, every single last man and woman alive. They'll all get credits for their work. How fantastic! Let me just show you the redstone. It's really not that interesting. I haven't actually done most of this yet, so this is still. As you can see, all of the TNT are encased within these iron sections here, and they're all linked up to leads. It's quite hard to explain, you know what I mean, but it's very basic redstone. There's nothing exciting here, but it's done in a way so that some leads lead to the same TNT. I don't know if this makes any sense to you. It makes perfect sense to me because I made it, so There you go. So some leads can... Oh, I'm just not... Look, there it is. There's the redstone. I'm not going to explain it to you, for God's sake. Now, here's the more interesting thing. Now, I was wondering... oh, let's cover up these holes. This is actually a backup server, so I can't... Let's put that TNT back. Oh, God. Here we go. Put the TNT back, just in case I forget. Come on, come on, come on. Get in. There we go. Fantastic. Obviously, if you explode, you either explode or fall down to your death down here. That is needless to say, isn't it? Right, okay, so I was thinking, okay, what shall I call this minigame? And I was like, oh, and I was having a really hard time. I didn't know what to call it, so I was going to call upon my viewers to give this a name, but I came up with the greatest name just off the top of my head. I don't know how I came up with it, but I'm going to call this, are you wait for it? I hope you're bracing yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to call this minigame Bomb Voyage. Oh, yes. Oh, come on, you've got to give me that one. That's funny. Oh, that's great. Oh, yes. Bon voyage. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. There you go. Alright, on to the next one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, brothers, sisters, comrades, welcome to what looks like a barren wasteland, and that is exactly what it is. You're probably thinking to yourself, James, how on earth are you going to turn this mess into a mini-game? Well, if I slowly look behind me, you should see something much more interesting. Aha! What is that structure in the distance, you say? Well, let's go investigate, shall we? Oh! Oh, it just so happens to be a giant castle of awesomeness! Oh! Oh, yes! Why on earth are there cows here? That won't be in the server. Okay, let's continue. Oh, yes. Fantastic. Now this is more like it. Now this is more like it, indeed. Yes, let's go down into the castle. Oh my goodness, look at this. I can go up the stairs, I can go onto the ramparts. But James, what minigame is this? What are you even talking about? What is this? What is this madness? Is this Sparta? No, it's not. This is I always think that this looks like sand. Especially from a distance. I mean, especially on the vanilla texture pack, which is the one I always use. But it's actually endstone. And that should give you a little bit of a clue as to what this minigame is. I'm actually not going to tell you what this minigame is. And I can't even tell you the name of it because that would give it away. But it's a giant fortress in the middle of a barren wasteland. What could possibly go wrong? So there you go. I just kind of wanted to show you this. This was made in World Painter and, well, partly in World Painter and partly in MC Edit, which is the two programs well, I don't really use any other program, really. Please go, if you don't know what World Painter is, please search it up. I'll probably put a link in the description. Give the guy who makes it loads and loads of money, because he deserves it. It's easily the best terrain generation program there is, in my opinion. I think it's amazing. It makes things like this. This didn't even take long. This all of this terrain was done in World Painter. It's an amazing program. Give the guy loads of money. He's probably Swedish. Only Swedish people are clever enough to make a program like that. I cannot confirm or deny that he is Swedish, so apologies to the man if he isn't. Could be, could be Italian or something. Oh, I'm going off on a bit of a tangent here. Okay, so please guess in the comment section below as to what you think this minigame is, and you should know sooner rather than later. Okay, now that's basically everything I need to show you. I do kind of want to tell you some more things, though. Yes, there's a few things that I have in store for future updates. I did show you on the previous episode a team-based minigame that was based in a dungeon. That's going along quite well. not well enough that I'd kind of want to show you some more yet, but it's going along well. I really want to bring some team minigames into the server. It's long overdue in my opinion. Even these 2 minigames that I showed you here aren't team minigames, which kind of sucks, because I want a good few team minigames, and I don't even have one yet, which is disappointing, but I am working on it, I promise. I'm also working on the shop. I want an absolutely massive shop with loads of, you know, vanity items, but I kind of want to wait until a few plugins are updated first before I do that, so it's kind of out of my hands at the moment, but I really do want a big shop. At the moment you can only buy prefixes, of course, and ranks and all that business, but there will be a lot more to buy. Oh, and of course you can buy to choose the next minigame, of course, but apart from that, the shop really isn't all that exciting, so I'm working on that as well. Apart from that, the server's coming on along really nicely. Thank you to everyone who plays and tests for me. It's great. Everyone who comes to the server gives me really positive feedback, which is great. Really great. I cannot thank you enough. God, yeah. Amazing. Thank you all very much. I will see you all in game very soon, I hope. Right? Yes? Good. Peace!